Every single morning, my alarm clock rings loudly at exactly 7 o'clock. To be honest, I usually want to sleep more. It is very difficult to leave my warm bed, so I press the snooze button and close my eyes for 10 more minutes. Finally, at 7:10, I wake up completely. I sit on my bed, stretch my arms, and look out the window to see the weather. If the sun is shining, I feel happy and energetic. First, I go to the bathroom to get ready. I wash my face with cold water because it helps me wake up fast. Then, I brush my teeth and look in the mirror to fix my hair. Sometimes, if I have time, I take a quick shower with warm water and use my favorite soap that smells like lemon. After the bathroom, I go to my bedroom and open my closet. I look at my clothes and ask myself, what should I wear today? I usually choose a comfortable shirt and a pair of dark trousers. Next, I go to the kitchen. I am always very hungry in the morning. I open the refrigerator and take out some yogurt and fruit. I like to make a healthy breakfast. I cut a banana into small slices and put them in a bowl. Then I add the yogurt, some chia seeds, and crunchy granola. I also put a little bit of honey on top to make it sweet. While I eat, I boil water in the kettle to make a cup of hot tea or coffee. I sit at the kitchen table, eat my food slowly, and check the messages on my phone. At 8:30, I am ready to leave. I put on my coat and my shoes. I check my bag one last time. Keys, wallet, phone, and my notebook. Everything is there. I lock the door and walk out onto the street. The air is usually fresh in the morning. I walk to the bus stop. On my way, I see many people. Some are walking their dogs, and others are running to catch the bus. I get on the bus and sit near the window. I put on my headphones and listen to music or a podcast while I watch the city pass by. I arrive at my office building at 9 o'clock. I walk in and say, "Good morning," to the security guard and my colleagues. My desk is near a big window. I sit down, turn on my computer, and check my emails. I usually have 20 or 30 new emails. I spend the first hour answering them. At 11 o'clock, I have a small break. I go to the office kitchen to get more water and talk to my coworkers about their weekend. Then, we have a meeting. We sit in a conference room and discuss our plans for the week. At 1 o'clock, everyone is hungry. It is time for lunch. I usually go to a small cafe across the street. I order a chicken sandwich and a glass of orange juice. I eat with my friends from work. We talk about movies, sports, and funny stories. We laugh a lot, and this helps me relax before the afternoon work. After lunch, I go back to my desk and continue my projects. The afternoon feels long, but I stay busy. Finally, at 6 o'clock, I save my documents and turn off my computer. My work is finished for the day, and I am ready to go home. I walk to the bus stop again. The city is very beautiful in the evening with all the lights, but I am usually tired. On my way home, I stop at the supermarket near my house. I buy some fresh bread, milk, and vegetables for dinner. I like to buy fresh food every day because it tastes better. I pay for my groceries and walk the last 5 minutes to my apartment. When I finally open my door, I feel happy. I take off my coat and my shoes immediately. Then I go to my bedroom and change into comfortable clothes, like a t-shirt and soft pants. Now I can relax. I go to the kitchen to cook dinner. I am not a professional chef, but I can make simple meals. Usually, I boil some pasta and make a fresh salad with tomatoes and cucumbers. Sometimes I just make a sandwich if I am very tired. I eat my dinner in the living room. I turn on the TV and watch a movie or some funny videos on YouTube. It helps me forget about the stress of the workday. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen table. I like my house to be clean before I go to sleep. At 9 o'clock, I sit on the sofa and open my laptop. I like to learn new things. Sometimes I read articles about biology or watch tutorials about video editing. I also spend 30 minutes practicing my English. I read out loud or listen to a podcast. I think it is important to learn something new every day, even for just a short time. Finally, at 10:30, I get ready for bed. I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and wash my face again. I put on my pajamas and get into my warm bed. I check my alarm clock to make sure it is set for 7 o'clock. I turn off the light and close my eyes. I usually fall asleep very fast because I have a busy life. At 1 o'clock, everyone is hungry. It is time for lunch. I usually go to a small cafe across the street. I order a chicken sandwich and a glass of orange juice. I eat with my friends from work. We talk about movies, sports, and funny stories. We laugh a lot, and this helps me relax before the afternoon work. After lunch, I go back to my desk and continue my projects. The afternoon feels long, but I stay busy. Finally, at 6 o'clock, I save my documents and turn off my computer. My work is finished for the day, and I am ready to go home. But the weekend is very different. On Saturday and Sunday, I do not set my alarm clock. I sleep for a long time, usually until 10 o'clock in the morning. It feels wonderful to stay in bed and relax without any stress. When I finally wake up, the sun is already high in the sky. On Saturday morning, I have a special routine. I do not eat yogurt. Instead, I go to the kitchen and cook a big, delicious breakfast. I make pancakes with chocolate or eggs with bacon and toast. I sit near the window, drink my coffee slowly, and listen to music. I don't check my work emails because Saturday is my free day. After breakfast, I usually do some housework. I clean my apartment. First, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. Then, I vacuum the floor in the living room and the bedroom. I also do my laundry because I need clean clothes for the next week. Cleaning is boring, but I like it when my house smells fresh and looks tidy. In the afternoon, I go out. I meet my friends in the city center. We usually go to a park if the weather is sunny. We walk, talk, and eat ice cream. Sometimes we go to the cinema to watch a new movie. I love comedies because they make me laugh. After the movie, we go to a restaurant to eat pizza or burgers. We talk for hours and have a lot of fun. Sunday is a quiet day. I usually spend time with my family. I visit my parents or my grandmother. We have a big lunch together with chicken, potatoes, and salad. My grandmother always makes a delicious cake for dessert. We sit at the table and talk about our news. It is a very warm and happy time. On Sunday evening, I start to prepare for the new week. I check my calendar and write a list of things to do. I iron my shirts and pack my bag. I go to bed early on Sunday, usually at 10 o'clock, because I want to be ready for Monday morning. However, my routine is not exactly the same all year round. It changes a lot depending on the season. In the summer, the days are very long and hot. The sun rises early, so I wake up with a lot of energy. I wear light clothes like t-shirts and shorts. After work in the summer, I never go home immediately. I usually go to the park with my friends. We ride our bicycles near the river or sit on the grass and eat ice cream. Sometimes, on Friday evenings, we go to a swimming pool to cool down. But in the winter, everything is different. The weather is cold, windy, and often rainy. Sometimes it snows and the city becomes white and beautiful. In the winter, it is difficult to wake up because it is dark in the morning. I wear warm clothes, a big coat, a scarf, and boots. After work, I run home quickly because I don't like the cold. I make a cup of hot chocolate or tea with lemon. I sit under a warm blanket and read a book or watch a series on Netflix. My winter routine is much slower and quieter than my summer routine. My favorite part of the year is my vacation. Twice a year, I take a break from my job. I usually go on holiday in August for 2 weeks. I love to travel to the seaside. I swim in the sea, sleep on the beach, and eat delicious seafood at local restaurants. On vacation, I have no rules. I wake up when I want, I eat when I am hungry, and I go to sleep very late. I turn off my phone and forget about emails and meetings. Sometimes, I also go to the mountains in the winter to ski. It is difficult but very exciting. I stay in a small wooden hotel with a fireplace. In the evenings, we play board games and drink hot wine. These holidays are very important for me. They help me relax and prepare for the next months of work. Routine is good for success, but rest is good for the soul. I think we need both to be happy. Which season do you like more? Do you prefer the hot summer with active days, or the cozy winter with warm evenings at home? And where is your dream place for a vacation? Tell me in the comments, I really want to know. At 1 o'clock, everyone is hungry. It is time for lunch. I usually go to a small cafe across the street. I order a chicken sandwich and a glass of orange juice. I eat with my friends from work. We talk about movies, sports, and funny stories. We laugh a lot, and this helps me relax before the afternoon work. After lunch, I go back to my desk and continue my projects. The afternoon feels long, but I stay busy. Finally, at 6 o'clock, I save my documents and turn off my computer. My work is finished for the day, and I am ready to go home.